Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia. I post new tutorials every Thursday and I try to get another one in on the weekend if I can. So this week I am testing out a question that somebody asked me. Can you hydro dip with nail polish? I don't see any reason why not. I've actually done it on my fingernails a long time ago when I had more time on my hands. And I figured, you know what, let's give it a go. Let's try it on something small like pens. Like I don't want to do anything big like a tumbler because you really don't get a lot in that little nail polish bottle. But if you're interested to see how this turned out, stick around and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oh, but before I get started, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in a few minutes. So I'm using Papermate Inkjoy gel pens and I've already prepped them. If you're unsure how to prep these pens, go ahead and click that link above and that will show you how to do that. So I have taken them all apart and I spray painted them white, and now I'm going to apply my glitter using the tack it method. So I applied Aleene's tack it over and over, let it dry for about 15-20 minutes, and now I'm going ahead and putting my glitter on. And so I'm using 3 different glitters. This one I have is, this one's Diamond Dust that I'm using here. And I'm not going to show you all the pens because this is really going to focus more on the hydro dip rather than the other part of it. But like I said, I have other pen videos that give you more details. And, oh, I lied. Here's the gold one. I'm using Gold Rush. Sorry. You know, sometimes you just don't realize until you're editing a video that you left things in. So anyway, we're varnishing that glitter down with the Aleene's tack it over and over. Again, make sure it's really dry, otherwise your glitter will clump. I'm not getting full coverage with this gold, and that's not what I was looking for anyway. I was really looking for kind of just sparse, flattened coverage to sparkle through the paint or the nail polish when I do it. Or when I dip them. So this was giving me the exact look that I wanted. You know, you can apply your glitter and epoxy it first, or you can do it this way. All right, so here I am coming in with my nail polish. Now keep in mind that if your nail polish is old, it's going to be thicker, and that's going to create some problems with it clumping up. And so all these nail polishes are a little bit on the older side, and some of them will sink to the bottom. So I just put them up at the top, and they're not spreading out real nice. So I just, took a skewer and I put the skewer in there and just kind of mixed it up a little bit, try to give it like a little bit swirlies. But, trying to dip the brush in and, drip it on was just not happening. So I was just pouring straight from the bottle. I'm not worried about it. I'm never going to use these nail polishes because I do Color Street. So I'm willing, I have no issues with using all of this up. So there you go. Just dip and twist and, pull it out. And look at that one. I really like that. The orange and brown over the gold. Pretty. So I'm just going to keep dipping, but I just want you to know that after I dipped these pens in, I did let them dry for 24 hours before I went in to do my first coat of epoxy. I wanted to give them really a good overnight, a good full day to dry, because they were some of the nail polish got a little bit thick in some spots. So I wanted to make sure that it was dry through and through, and that, we wouldn't have any problems when I went over it with epoxy with there being any softness or bubbles or anything like that. So I just wanted to make sure that, I pointed that out. And I only took 2 coats of epoxy to finish these off. So, and I did a light sand in between each coat. I did use fast set epoxy on both. It's up to you what you want to use. It's a matter of personal preference. So that was, that's pretty much it. So, I really, really liked how these came out, and I have more colors that I probably will do in the future. I thought it was kind of fun, and it was a good way to use up my nail polish that I don't use. So guys, that's pretty much it. There really isn't any more to say about this other than I had fun doing it, and go ahead and give it a try and see what you come up with. Tag me on Instagram. As you can see, after that last dip, there's a lot of paint still left in there. So I decided, you know what, I was just going to add to it. Just add some black glittery metallic-y and some green glittery metallic-y. I'm sorry, my background's really noisy. My daughter, my dogs. There's just so much noise in this house all the time. It's hard to get it. It's hard to do this quietly. Anyway, so so I've got like I got like 5 colors going on in this one, and I think this is probably gonna be my favorite because of all the different colors. And just also keep in mind when you're pulling that out, try to keep it away from the other paint after you've dipped it, because that's another reason why you can get some clumping. And I should have probably like pulled that aside before I pulled that out, but I didn't. So the nail polish doubled up a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so after they've been done drying or drying for 24 hours, I since I use use pencils to mount these, I put petroleum jelly on there, so if the epoxy gets on, it does not stick. The pen doesn't get stuck to the pencil. So, and then I just put on my coats of epoxy. And I do torch for bubbles just like I do with the cups. And like I said, I put 1 coat of epoxy, did a light sanding, and then I did a 2nd coat of epoxy, and that was all I needed because I wasn't using any decals. And then once they were nice and dry, I'm going to go ahead and reassemble my pens, and then I will be back for my final remarks. Also, this is where I check and make sure that the pens click nice, because sometimes, you know, if a little epoxy gets inside the tube, you'll want to go ahead and clean that out or sand the end of it. But I got lucky and did not have any issues whatsoever. So I had nothing to do but put them together and show you. All right, guys, these pens are done. So this was the first one I did off camera to see if it would actually work. I really, really like how this turned out. So this glitter base is fresh snow, and then it's the green with silver nail polish that I hydro dipped with. So, and here are the other 3 all done. Look at these. I'm so happy with how these turned out. The only thing I could say beware of when you are dipping with nail polish is that if your nail polish is older and kind of clumpy, it can clump up on your pen, and you have to be really careful when you're pulling it out too, because if there's still a lot left in there, it will attach itself to the pen and pull it up and make it clumpy as well. So just make sure that maybe you have, like, I didn't have one, and I probably would do it next time if I use nail polish again to do something like this, is to have some sort of like a towel or something to swipe the excess paint on the top away, so that when I pulled this out, I wanted to make sure nothing came up, attached to it, because I think that's what happened on this one. But it all worked out. It is nice and smooth. These are so pretty. So like, this is like definitely a fall color. I'm thinking summer, absolutely summerish, spring summerish, maybe like winterish. I don't know. Reminds me of the Philadelphia Eagle color. Anyway, so that's the answer to your question, guys. Can you hydro dip with nail polish? Yes, you can. All right, guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, comment. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I will see you all next time. Bye.